Well, hello there, and welcome to the I Love Nicole show. I'm your host, Jane. Just kidding, I'm Nicole, of course, and this is a very special episode to me because we have two of my very favorite people on tonight displaying their wares of creative treasure. I've known both of them for years, and I've seen their talent just soar. One is a poet of sound and image. The other is a musician, singer, songwriter. But you're going to hear from both of them in just a moment. So, scrubs. I wear scrubs to bed because my cousin works for some sort of laser company and has to wear scrubs, and I always steal them when I go to his house. But anyway, so I answer the door sometimes in scrubs because, they're scrubs, right? They wear them in hospitals. It's not like you're in your pajamas. Just because I sleep in them doesn't automatically make them pajamas, right? So I open the door, and all the time I get this immediate look of like, oh, you're a nurse? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Oh, right, no, because, and then I have to explain this whole story, right? So now, every time, they're like, oh, you are nurse? It's always this look. And so now I just kind of say yes, because why not? I was thinking, okay, so I wear these as pajamas, and the delivery guys seem to like them, but everyone wears them in hospitals. So, and then you think, well, nurses and doctors, whatever, they all have sex, right? Isn't that a lot of why people become doctors? Because they're just like once, they become a nurse, and then the doctor, they're just like, I'm like free reign with, the whipping penis, right? All doctors, every single one. No, but anyway, so I was thinking, wow, it is really easy to have sex in scrubs. Like, all you do, you just yank them and they're gone. It doesn't really matter how tight you tie the string. They're going to come down. Unless they're exactly. And then, so what is that? That just comes through nice and easy? They can just go around like a cart or something and just whip, and then go back? Is it that easy? Why do they wear them? They're so comfortable. I love scrubs. And, hospital sex. Hey, if the doctors are happy with what, is going on, then they're going to be kind of cooler to take care of you. So, yay, sex and doctors and scrubs. All right, so we are here with Kino. Finally, I've been waiting for this guy to come forever. I've been talking to him for many years, and I've never actually laid eyes on him, so he's kind of like a mystery that is finally being revealed. And here he is in white in all of his glory and splendor, right? I'm so excited. Hi, Kino.
Hello.
Thank you for coming on the I Love Nicole show.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure.
Thank you. So tell the people about yourself and the things you do.
I live in New York. I call it New Vague City. That's all there is to me.
New Vague City.
Yeah.
New Vague City. And
one of my master plans is to get out of here.
Really?
Yes.
And to go where? Where would you go?
I'd probably like to keep a leg here and the other leg spread over to Europe.
Ah, so you're going to straddle the pond. Nice. Tell me about your poetry. Tell me about you.
I'm basically a poet who writes in images, sounds and words. Mm-hmm. It's not so much about the verbal poetry, although I write, because it was the first creative activity I ever engaged with, as a child. But right now is what interests me in the world and where I am in it, with my endeavours, with my contribution. I write in images, sounds and words, and music is a big part of it. Music is the reason why I'm in New York.
I see. So you're a poet, and then you use music and image to be able to tell your story.
It's not so much about constructing a story. It's the opposite. It's about basically taking down stories and revealing the essential attributes to our story as humanity. That's really just the scope of how I see myself operating as a poet.
That's everything, isn't it? Because you're really taking out pieces of yourself, moments in time or whatever happens, and then bringing it forth, putting it together in images of poetry and sound. Yes?
And they're interchangeable because they all come from the same nucleus of unspoken, feeling. Often people may identify with that elusive quality. The feeling is represented in images in the absence of sound, in sound in the absence of words, vice versa, and they're sort of different realities that, basically hark back to this original, essential core that we can feel without words.
That makes sense. So you're really using all different parts of your brain,
exactly.
Right? Every time you're looking at or not hearing something or being spoken to, you're like awakening people is what you're doing, right?
That's my effort. As far as I'm concerned, I like to put my effort in that rather than conjuring up specific stories or my own creative element. There's a lot of that. I mean, people do very well creating fantasies, and their imagination thrives. It's great, but I'm really obsessed with the opposite. I see that as my promise.
So tell me, what are you doing currently with your poetry, sight and sound?
I'm here. We're talking about an event, and it's been going on. We had 3 events, and the 4th one is going to be a big one in June. And it's because I've been working with the producer who builds his own equipment and sort of creates custom gear for the sound, for my sound, for what I want to do with my songs and how they should be presented. So basically, preparing that at the moment, and we'll launch. The goal is to take that on the road out to Europe.
But what are the events? Tell me.
The events consist of a live set of music, but also I get collaborators, because I've got a mirror version of all these happenings in filmic, episodic cuts that basically get distributed over the internet. And so I choose my collaborators, people who interest me, who are doing interesting things, like yourself. And
are you saying that we're going to be on your show? That's fantastic.
It's going to mirror. What do they call it? The parallax view.
Yes, the opposite side, right? Yes, that would be fascinating.
Into the infinity,
So where do they find it? It's on the web?
It's on the web.
Okay.
But the goal of this web series is to develop relationship with people, and then if we stick together, we could basically manifest what is established in the series at live events. So your character turning up at an event as your character with an object or a story that's established in an episode, gets reenacted or enacted live as part of the dramatic, maybe the lunatic aspect, not dramatic, the lunatic aspect of a live performance.
So how do we get to see this project called Live?
If you are lucky to be in New York City, then you could basically walk into an event that it's set up for there's a big one coming in June. It's going to be in a house of a gallery. Although I'm allergic to the idea of galleries and art world of that, we somehow managed to occupy
a gallery. But it sounds great.
Yeah. So that's going to be up for a month. About 31 days of performance.
Okay.
Music and live production of this live, collaborating with people out of this gallery environment, going out in the streets, filming.
Interesting. Yeah. So you're collaborating with different people to get this live out there. So it's everyone's piece of their live, and then it comes together.
Essentially, what it is? Yeah. Not far off at all. It's the whole aim is to inspire people, right? So I'd like to be the medium. If I interact with you or anyone else who is in their own path, working, having some creative endeavour, then I, in a way, create a situation where they just basically keep reminding themselves of what they should be focused about in their own path. Mm-hmm. So anytime we interact, we film it as the people who we really are, and doing things together. So it's almost a panel for focusing, and keep the focus into manifesting yourself. Or that, whoever's on board. And none of these people got to be artistic at all.
Wow.
Real people, real situations,
That's amazing. So it's basically...
That's the premise of that. So, the web series help, I have a very big web presence. Got about 7-8 sites that are sort of daisy-chained to one another.
Nice.
All under poetofsoundandimage.com.
So everything is coming together.
Finally.
And finally.
About time.
And here we go with the culmination. Yeah. Wonderful.
I'm glad that you're going to be there.
Absolutely. I love it. All right. So let's check out an episode of Live.
I heard a voice out of a fable, spoke of grand things, important, detonating things that are unheard of. New vague city where no one knows the meaning of certitude, where all the scum of the world intersect.
The world has finally begun.
You know it. Oh, it's good, Hannah. It is in good hands. Is Kino here? Everyone ready?
Yes, he's here.
We need some help? No, we're fine. Thank you.
Let's go. We're all waiting.
You know, drink is real.
She's lovely.
Damien Benelli.
Yes? How are you?
Basingo, welcome to New Vague City.
Nice to meet you.
Snow didn't get the best of you, did it?
Yeah? It was terrible.
You came in on Air France?
Yes, it's not what it used to be.
Okay.
I got you. Go first.
Hold the door.
You go first.
Poet of Sound and Image, Kino, presents Live.
So,
You need to sit on
you
it.
work with Kino?
You can feel it.
We all work with Kino.
I'm here to interview him, you know that, right?
Yes, I hope you have some interesting questions.
Yeah, I thought about it a little bit during the trip.
Excellent.
He should have some interesting answers for you.
Just don't make a fool of yourself.
Keep it all together, boys. Film and episodes by Kino. Can you feel the heartbeat?
I can.
I feel the warmth.
That's
Stimulating it is. Do you want some blood?
What's inside? Some sort of creator?
It's a Blankenshop invention. We call it the psychedelic rectifier.
And Patty, she goes by many names.
She's quite a beauty.
Okay.
Damien Benelli. Yes, that's me. Oh, welcome to yours.
Oh, come on, you gotta be a lot grander than that. We're in Kino's world. How would he say it?
Oh,
Exactly.
ears, eyes, mouth. Welcome to the 6th floor loft space in Manhattan.
Well,
The sonic lamp. Come on.
That's much better.
Oh, I'm excited. It's too good. We're all in.
Bring them in.
Gentle bit. Very, very important that we keep it safe.
For those who have no idea what to expect, that is just precious, I must say. Welcome, come on in.
Challenged by the audience. They're saying to me, show us. and I know what's coming next. They're expecting the cliche, and I have to say, we cannot have a cliche here.
Beautiful, poignant words. The world does need a poet, Kino, and I'm thrilled that you've taken up the job. You know what I need right now? Some music. I know just the thing, and thy name is Pheroze. Take it away, Pheroze. We're going to see Pheroze.
Yeah.
One of my favorite people.
Nice.
It's awesome. Wait till you see. He's got tattoos right here. They're eyes. I'm gonna make him show you. It's gonna be great. Pheroze.
Nicole.
Big fives.
All right.
What's up, babe?
No, man, just hanging out by elevator B. You know?
It's all about elevator B.
That's what I do.
It's the silver spaceship.
Yeah, I tried an A, but I wasn't high class enough.
It's not the silver spaceship. So glad you're here. Welcome to the I Love Nicole show.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you. And so, tell me what's going on.
Chilling? No. Oh man, I got a lot going on. I got a new album I'm working on.
Yeah.
It's gonna drop in the fall.
Really?
Yeah.
It's gonna drop?
Yeah.
Can we see the eyes? I need to see the eyes. I already told them about the eyes. Look at that.
The eyes are gonna drop in the fall.
The eyes are gonna drop.
Yeah, I get these removed in the fall.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it's not. And then, no, I got a new album coming out in the fall, which I'm really excited about. We're mixing it right now, and then I'll spend the summer like sitting on it and be like, am I happy with this? I'm not happy with this. And then in the fall I'll put it out because I've really been happy with it all along, and that's how it works. So
that's the plan, right?
Yeah, the album's called Crows into Swine. It's good. It's my second album as a solo artist.
So tell me about that. Like, how did we get to that? Like, I know.
Well, I moved to New York. Yeah, when I was born. I moved to New York in 1997, and I went to college here for a bit, and I dropped out. When I moved here, though, I was in a death metal band. I started a death metal band with some people called Scar Culture, and we gained a good, loyal local following, and eventually got signed to Century Media Records. Ended up touring around the country a few times, and I ended up, leaving that, about 5-6 years into that, because I was just kind of tired of being in that one genre. Like, I had all this other music that I wanted to get out.
The sound was amazing. I was just telling the people in the elevator, like, it was incredible what you did with your voice.
Yeah.
How you kept your voice.
Yeah, a lot of screaming.
I'm just talking, and a little bit. Yeah.
Screaming, a lot of growling, a lot of gargling bleach, and chasing it down with broken wine glasses. It's good. It was fun.
That is exactly what it sounded like for us. It's amazing.
It was a blast. I mean, I met and worked with a bunch of amazing people, but reality is, like, I'd come home and realize that I had all this other music that just wasn't getting out there for me, that I wanted to write that. I actually, not quite adult contemporary, but, if you look at the other end of the spectrum, I wanted to meet in the middle, a little bit of, like, balls, and then a little bit of, like,
nice.
like prettiness to my voice. Right? So
and you have so much of that too. I mean, it is amazing, the transitions that you can go through from song to song and from genre to genre. It's unbelievable.
Continue that story. Basically, I did a few other bands, and then band situations always ended up with me not being quite happy with how the material was turning out. We're just just wanting to write songs, bring them in, and having other people play them, and it not quite being what I wanted to do. So, about 4 years ago, I was just like, screw this band stuff, I'm going to do my own thing. So I really set out, got jobs and stuff, invested a lot of money into just building my own, like, little studio, buying equipment, acquainting myself with how to record myself, aligning with some people who record audio really well and mix and master, and I work with some great people. And I did my first album, self-released it, put it all out, back in 2008, and it's called Driftwood. And it was great. I listen back to it now. It's not like it's that long. 3 years ago. It's not like it's that long ago. But I listen back to it now, and it was just kind of this amalgamation of you know, all these influences and me going to complete opposite end of the spectrum of like heavy. You know, so it's kind of like this singer-songwriter with a little bit of like attitude in it. And this new album, Crows and the Swine, it's got a lot more of that rock feel to it, which I really love. You know, it's got a lot of tasty guitar licks, a lot of tasty vocal licks. It's also a lot of great tasty delight bass licks. Some great, yeah. It's like, you know, it's like a drum fiesta.
Are there salsa, chips, and nachitos?
Yeah, in fact, you can hear one part I actually dance the Macarena. If you know what the steps sound like,
really?
I do it. Yeah, I can't do it right now.
No, because you have soft shoes on.
Exactly.
That's craziness.
I need my tango shoes on.
Are you
going with my tango eyes?
Nice. So, tell me about the video that we're about to see.
The video we're about to see is the first video off my new album. At this point, because we're still mixing the album, I think the video is either going to be Kingdoms or Crows and the Swine. Depends on what we're doing, but yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. It is phenomenal.
Sure is.
Right now.
Either one. All right, great. So let's go check out Pheroze's awesome video of awesomeness.
Yeah.
I mean, he took it and ran with it straight into the heavens. Boy, that boy can sing. And guitar licks, redonkulous good stuff. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode as much as I have. It's amazing to watch the people around you just blossom into what they truly are. You see the purpose and the life shine through. It's why we do this show, to see the light shine through. So, good night, everyone. And remember, love yourself, love the world. I'm Nicole. Good night.
Good job, guys.